What up everybody, another episode of 4x4 Camping and Adventures, and in this episode we're going to cover everything that you need to do after you've done a trip. So we're talking about the undercarriage of your car, so I'm going to take you through some of the tips and tricks that I use when I've come back from a trip or when I've come back from the beach or something like that, just to make sure obviously we don't get any rust in those chassis rails and that kind of thing. So I'm going to go through all the things that you need to do to make sure you're going to keep your vehicle as in pristine condition as possible and make it last as long as possible. So let's get into it. Now as you can see under here, this is the view under my car. Just come back from one of the trips. So it's pretty dirty. I've actually gone over it with degreaser. That's just to loosen everything up. But obviously you can see up here, might be able to see just in this hole here, there's a rock in there. So a lot of stuff does get stuck in your chassis. So, and you can see all the dirt and that kind of stuff up here, so we're just going to get rid of all that. So this stuff will corrode the vehicle over time, and we all love mud bogging and all that kind of stuff. So, but obviously, you know, the cleanup afterward is actually as important as the maintenance you do in the engine bay and that kind of thing. Alright, so as that flushes out, I normally leave that for about 5 minutes. As that flushes out, I go over the rest of the car with degreaser. I've already done that, but essentially I go over the rest of the car with degreaser, and then just make sure obviously everything else is just coated, and then obviously just normally go through with a full high pressure wash underneath the car, and then from there just do it like a spot check, just make sure I haven't missed anything, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure chassis rails are cleaned. Any dirt that's sitting needs to be obviously removed and cleaned out. But yeah, the main thing obviously I always worry about is chassis rails. You just don't want them rusting out. Once they start rusting out, the car's stuffed, so you just don't want that to happen to your vehicle, obviously. But obviously I normally do this every time I hit the beach. So because that salt water and that sand can be really corrosive, especially into the your bare metals and that kind of thing. So another thing a lot of people like to put is lanolin spray, that fish oil spray in the chassis as well. You can certainly do that. I don't, mainly because every single time I go to the beach I just religiously clean it, undercarriage, through the chassis rails. So I just know I don't need to go that extra step, so I normally get everything out. So yeah, you can definitely put lanolin in the fish oil spray and all that kind of stuff. But that's a step. If you want to take it, go for it. That's another episode of 4x4 Camping and Adventures. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, throw me a comment. If you've got any things that you do when you're cleaning the undercarriage of your car, let me know, because it's awesome just to get everyone's information and share tips and tricks and that kind of thing. But I always say, remember your chassis rails, remember to clean out the carriage wheel, the mud sticks to and that kind of thing in the wheel arches, and yeah, rust shouldn't be a problem, obviously. So I'll see you out there in tracks and trails, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!